Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited because, well, first off, I'm usually a beauty YouTube channel, not a tech channel. And today we're gonna dive a little bit into tech because I actually love my Apple products, and today I am unboxing the new iPad Air. I ordered this over a week ago and I have just been sitting and waiting for it, and we'll get into that story. But I'm really excited to unbox this with you. I had a different idea for what I was gonna do, but I couldn't find my tripod for my cell phone, so we're just gonna do it in my filming room. Anyways, you guys, before we jump into this and unbox this new iPad, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications to new videos. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see the unboxing of the iPad Air as well as the iPad Pencil, just keep watching. Okay, I really planned on this being a little more casual, not so formal, sitting in my filming room where I do my makeup. But you know what? I do have a desk here. I have a whole setup, so why not? But anyways, this is the iPad Air 5th generation. I only got the Wi-Fi. They did have the cellular, but I have a hotspot on my cell phone for that, so I didn't feel like splurging. I did also go ahead and get the 256 only because I do like to use my iPad when I travel to watch videos. And before, when I had an iPad, that's mostly what I used to use it for, not really for work or anything like that. But I've been getting back into doing that type of stuff on my cell phone. And since I gave my old iPad to my grandmother, this is a really small screen to try and plan everything out. So I decided to go back to the iPad. I love my grandmother to death. I got her into iPads a couple years ago to communicate when I was stationed in Japan. And she had a netbook that was great, but she wanted something a little more manageable and easily accessible to carry around. So I got her an iPad mini, and she is in love with that thing. She loves Candy Crush and the apps, and she loves emailing. So it worked out well. But the one that she had previously was starting to slow down a little bit, and I wasn't really using my old iPad. So I gave it to her, I reset it and everything. And she is back up to speed and sending me messages all the time. I actually just got a couple from her. All right, anyways, enough about story time. There is nothing more satisfying than opening up. No! Well, that was anticlimactic. Thankfully, I keep scissors on my table. That's a bummer. Usually you pull the tab and it's just so satisfying opening it up, but I guess we're just gonna do it any which way. All right, so the iPad that I got is the pink one. This also has the M1 chip and it has the Wi-Fi 6. Okay, so here she is in all of her glory, nice and sealed. And I know there are some items that are underneath here, so we're gonna set the iPad aside just for a second. In here you get, oh, there's a new power block, which this is nice because it is the USB-C connector, and all of the ones that I have are regular USB, and I would have had to purchase a new block. So I do appreciate that there is a block in here. I will probably get another one just so I have multiple connections for my power block, because I like to utilize the outlet to the best of its ability. Usually in here, there's a couple information slips as well as some stickers. I don't use the stickers that often. I think I have like a drawer of them because even my previous products, I never tend to utilize them. Okay, so maybe this one will work properly. Just going and peeling this off. Oh, look at that beautiful shade. That is so pretty. And then on the back of here, you do have the camera. And then my understanding is this is Touch ID, but I'm gonna go ahead and push that button so we can turn it on. So excited. I love Apple products. I was unpacking a box the other day and I actually found my old iPod. It has the old wheel on here. Like, look at this, you guys. I don't know how I still have this. I had iPod Nanos. I had this one. I don't think I have the original anymore because that one had the big click circle. It's a whole thing, you guys. I love some tech. All right, so this has started up and it says hello. Now swipe up. All right, so now we're gonna choose English, United States. All right, so I'm gonna set this up manually only because I didn't back up my old iPad and I just want this to be a fresh start. I do have a list of apps that I wanna download and get them set up, and absolutely I'll use my Apple ID to log in. Okay, so while it's sitting there activating my iPad, because now I'm on Wi-Fi, I do have the Apple Pencil. Maybe this one will work. Oh, that one actually worked how it was supposed to. Okay, and then there's a little tab on the side to just pull it out. And then this one has the details, kind of like how the Apple Watch came, where it was just a little sleeve. So I don't think there's really many details in here, and then it's all the instructions, whatnot. I didn't, however, buy a sleeve for this, and it does have the plastic on it. So I'm interested to see how this feels without a sleeve on it, but I will probably break down and purchase one of the grips for it. But this actually is quite interesting. It doesn't seem like it took the iPad too long to activate, because now it wants me to set up the Touch ID, which is this right here. So let's see. It just wants me to place my finger. So it's just gonna have me continue to place my finger so it can get all the grooves. Okay, we got past the fingerprints and I gotta log in with my Apple ID. So now it's gonna take some minutes to set up the Apple ID. While we're doing that, and the pencil isn't paired, so I can't really do anything with that either. I do, however, have an iPad case that I purchased off of Amazon, as well as a paper texture screen protector. Okay, so this is what the iPad case looks like, and then it's even clearer on the back. The reason for that, and the reason it took so long for my iPad to come in, was I had originally ordered it with engraving on it. If you order it from the apple.com store, if you order it from the Apple store, engraving is free, and I was just gonna have Ashley Lorraine put on the back of it. The only problem was I was super impatient, and almost a week later it still hadn't shipped. So I decided to cancel that order and just purchase it without the engraving. So it doesn't really matter, it was just my name. Now on the inside of here, there is a sticker to make sure it's protected. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the iPad. Make sure there's nothing major on the back. There's no fingerprints on the Apple, which I don't know why that's a thing for me, but I like not having fingerprints on those types of things, especially because it's shiny. Okay, so this is one of those that's like super grippy protective. It is literally just hugging the iPad. So go ahead and take off this screen protector as well. Ooh, love that. And now it's asking me if I want to make this my new iPad, which absolutely. And of course, there's so many different things that it's going to ask you. I am going to set up my Apple Pay, which I can do that later. Okay, and then if you're a huge fan of her, you got to set up Siri. Okay, so I didn't add any apps yet. This is what the screen looks like when I first logged into it. I do have a list of apps that I want to go ahead and put in there. Now, the one thing I do love is that all the apps that are on my home screen, they're right here. So I can delete all of them off of there and put them how I want them. Okay, for the Apple Pencil, in order to pair it, you have to go and put it next to the iPad so it can magnetically charge and pair. So now that I have that prompt, I can go ahead and set it up. Now it wants me to try and scribble. That's not what I wrote. I wrote hello and it put in hater. That's not what I wrote. Okay, so now I have my Apple Pencil paired and I can go ahead and do a couple of the other things that I need to do. So one of the main things is getting rid of all of this. So I went ahead, just tap on the screen, it'll actually give you the minus signs, and I'm going to get rid of all of them. Just hit remove from home screen. You don't want to delete them off of your iPad unless you absolutely do. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to screen record. The first thing though, because it's not immediately sent up in my control center, so I went into my settings right here, I pulled up control center, and then screen recording is actually one of the selections down here. If you scroll down, hit the green plus sign, it'll add it to your control center. So when I go into my iPad to start screen recording and showing you guys everything I'm about to do, it makes it so much easier because then instead of looking at me, you can see exactly what I'm doing on my iPad. So now when I scroll down, I see screen record right there. Hit that, it'll count down, and now everything that I do, you will see. So I'm just gonna tap and I'm gonna start deleting some things from my home screen because they're just not what I want. Although I'm gonna stop real quick. I'm gonna go into the App Store. Now I can go into the apps that I have. I have all kinds of purchases and I actually have a bunch of them that I want to download. So I'm gonna go ahead and download those and then we'll continue on. Okay, I did go ahead and log into some of my apps because in order to make them widgets or do some of the things that I need to do with them, I need to log into them. And I forgot how tedious it is when you don't just copy everything over. You literally have to remember all of your passcodes and log into each and every one of them, which I don't recommend. Next time, just delete everything you don't want. While I was doing that, I realized why I needed a screen protector. And when you're using the Apple Pencil on the iPad, it gets that scratchy noise, which, oh, it irked my ears. So I did go ahead and put the screen protector on it and it just has that like nice soft paper feel. Love it so far. I'm glad I went ahead and got a screen protector that simulates paper just because it'll make it easier to write on. Now I am gonna go ahead and turn screen record back on so you guys can see what I am doing because I don't know about you, but this blue background, it's just not my thing. So one of my favorite things to do is go into Pinterest and where is it? I haven't set up any of my icons. So right now I have them all in that one hub, but this is my Pinterest page. I will link it down below if you want to go and follow me on there. As you can see, I have a lot of different boards from over the years and some of them I probably need to go clean out. But the most recent ones that I have been doing is my iPhone app icons. These ones I went and created. The first one's right here with Waze and Facebook, Spotify, the blush colored. I went and did those on Canva. So I loaded those on Pinterest for you guys for free. Like you can also see like the Google Maps ones. I've got two different styles because everyone has a different idea of it. Some of these in the bottom I've gone and created in the past. Other ones I've gone and saved, but these are the ones that I'm using right now. I've already airdropped these icons and I'll show you how I make shortcuts. So then I also have inspirational quotes and I just go in here and depending on the color that I'm looking for or the quote, I will click on it and see what other color backgrounds there are for it. But I do have one that I've already selected so that I can make it one of my widgets. And then my iPhone screensavers. So right now I have a couple of them saved, but I don't have a ton. And I'm just kind of going for kind of a pinky theme. Right now, my phone has the beach backgrounds. So I'm going to use this one because it is the one that I have on my phone, and later on maybe I'll change it, but this is what the app icons are coordinated to. So in the top right corner where it's got the 3 dots, you hit download image. It's now going to go into my photos. And I can look all the way at the end. Here's the beach one. So I'm gonna set that, use as wallpaper, and set. I'm gonna put that as my home screen, not my lock screen. And then go back to Pinterest. And I think I'm gonna use this one with the umbrellas. Well, that didn't work. I'll figure out my lock screen later. Actually, this one right here is really pretty. It's summer, it's beachy feels. We'll use this one for the lock screen. If you guys want to see how I do all of this, and like, I swear I'm malfunctioning right now. For some reason, it's not downloading to my photos. Anyways, right now, this is my home screen with that beautiful beach. And then if I go into my photos, I have my different icons. Now, I was talking to one of my friends on how I create my thumbnail, or not my, I was talking to one of my friends about how I get the app skins. So I'm gonna go into shortcuts. And actually some of my shortcuts are already in here. So I'm gonna go ahead, I don't need Waze on my iPad. That one is strictly for my phone, but I'm gonna go into Instagram. So you click the 3 buttons and it'll show you, okay, Instagram. Over in the top right, there's the 3 icons. I just clicked on those and you click add to home screen. Here it's already got my typing in it, but I used a font app to get a different type of font. Click on the photo next to Instagram and hit choose photo. So I already have the one that I want picked. Use that one. You can actually move it and scale it. I'm gonna hit cancel so I can reset it. Now it's centered and hit use. Add. And now it's right here on my home screen. One of the other things I need to do is add in my calendar. So I use the calendars app, not calendar. So if you look at this, you got the Apple Calendar right under batteries and then calendars. This one I use because it has so many other things that I can get on here. And there's so many different options. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna hit add widget. And because it's the largest one, it's at the top. It also counts down time for me, so I can see how much time I have before my next meeting. I'm also gonna go ahead and grab my quote that I created in Widgetsmith. So I clicked on Widgetsmith at the bottom. That is a paid app. I have it paid for the year. You can hit small, medium, large, or extra large. I have a small quote, which I'll probably go back and change. Yeah, see, I need to go into Widgetsmith. Create that together too. We'll go into large, select photo. She believes she could, so she did. Hit back, save. Now I can go and add it to the home screen. And so if you just click on the widget that you created, you can actually toggle between the different widgets that you wanted. So there I have my pictures. Now I can add in the rest of my shortcuts. I'm not going to talk you through this. I showed you how I did it once. Let me know if you want to see any other videos, like what all I keep on here. Right now, this is just setup. Okay, now I went ahead and did the ones that I've already had created, but now I have my Amazon and Canva. In Canva I use a lot, so it's on my home screen. I'm gonna show you guys how I create that in my shortcuts. So you're going to hit add and you're going to do open app. You can choose the app, and with this you can actually go ahead and type in what it's going to be. So Canva, I'll go back later and change the text on it, that's not a big deal. So I can choose the app on here. Now that I've chose what app I'm going to do, because that's what I want, I can hit add to home screen. It's already got the text in there. I'll change the typewriter font later. And I choose the photo for Canva. I will select my Canva photo, add, done. Now, when I go and click on Canva, it actually opens up my Canva. So you can see this is what I use for my thumbnails, any of the art that I have in my YouTube videos. So there you go. That's how I create those things. And then the other one that I wanted to add in here was my Amazon. I love Amazon. I'm always thinking of different things that I need to add. Apparently I already had Amazon created. I just hadn't done anything with it. So we're gonna add it to home screen as well. And I have a photo that I created. So there's Amazon, use, add, and done. So now this is what my home screen looks like. And then it's nice and clean and cut. And then if I need the rest of my apps, they're all in the app bundle. So I can go and use them in. I do need to kind of itemize them, like HelloFresh and Uber Eats and Grubhub. Those are all food oriented, or my shopping ones. Right now they have them all done by like creativity, productivity, and finance. So you can go and get them a little more generalized. But this is as far as I'm gonna get in personalizing my iPad with you guys. I had a lot of fun with this. I've never been a tech channel, but I'm really interested in tech and I love the updates that we have. You saw the old iPad that I had. This is where I started, and you know, this is where we're at. Absolutely love this. I do use GoodNotes. I use that for my app. I do need to play around with it more with the iPad because on my phone and my laptop, it's a little bit different. But let me know down below if you guys are interested in seeing an updated what's on my iPad, how I've been using it after I've actually gotten into it a little bit more. But you guys, I'm really excited for this. I'm so interested in what the new iPad Air has to offer, including the fact that this is the one that has the M1 chip. So I'm really excited. I want to see everything that I can possibly do with this because I don't think I used it to its full potential last time, which is why I ended up giving it to my grandmother because I know she will absolutely get some good use out of it. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications to new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.